And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Carolina Panthers. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Carr forced out to his left. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years, our team seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
White Monday. Down. White 85. 24. 734.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Carr now to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. Again, it's Carr. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Well, I know from past experience, before you act center of what's going on, that's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. On first down, they run with Howard. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
694. 29. 29. What's the hot? All right, good set, fellas.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run forward with Howard. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
All right, good set, fellas.
Carr keeps it on the sneak. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Derek Carr, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. The extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ready? 180.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Great. Sit. 180. Express.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
So sit. 180.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Great. 20. Green. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball.
On second down, here's Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. 30, past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Later two. Later two. Hey, Purdue. Go, go. Get set, get set. You're mine. White Monday down.
Carr to throw on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another second and goal. Now Carr maybe with a free play. And this is caught for a touchdown. We'll check the flag, but it looked like a clear offsides, and it should stand. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Ready. White to the 3.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
On first down, it's Newton. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. A shotgun snap for Newton. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. Powerful running.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now following the interception, here's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Gun. 780. 780. Switch.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here we go. Go. Get set. 6:37. Hey, 7:34. Express.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's 3rd and short.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it.
6:18.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Cooper's got it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A Raider first down as Carr finds Cooper. Carr now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is caught. It's Cooper. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
So now then the penalty's got them set up with a 1st and goal. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So now from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Carr. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Carr going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Carr being chased out left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Newton now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's rock now. 20.
Newton on first down. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the gun, here's Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders have recovered. Holding on to the football becoming a little bit of an issue. He had 2 fumbles last week, remember.
I played for a guy that used to talk all the time about creating turbulence in the pocket and making the quarterback jumpy, make him antsy, keep getting after him a little bit, and make sure he thinks about holding on to the ball because you're going after him.
694. There's a hut. 637.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3.
734.
Operating from the gun. Carr. Steps away to his left. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They slot Gronkowski outright. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. Cooper was the target there. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Newton on first down. He's going to look deep down the field. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Set. 180. 180.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
808. 734.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Carr. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that, but I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, It tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Deuce right, Chief. Express. 6-18. 6-18. Go, Chief. 29. 29.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Carr. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Get set. Later, 9.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jordan Howard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Gun. Set. Ready? Express.
There's Newton now on 2nd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Go. Get set. Express.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Here's Hill, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Newton. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
6:37. Monday, down. Blue 80. 24.
Hey, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Eluding the pressure right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Go, Greg. Get set, get set.
Again, here's Pirine. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Down. 180.
To throw his Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game, but they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
20. Set. 180. 133. Set hot.
Back to the air. Newton on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
You got set. 180.
Throwing on 3rd down. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, Murray. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10.
694.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Lie down.
They pitch out to Howard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me. Yeah,
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Hey, 734.
Carr going to throw here. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Carr, and this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
20.
Third and long. It's Newton. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Ready? Look, Katie. Hey, hey. Great. Ready up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Hey. Set. Look, Katie. 20. Great.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Set. 180.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt